Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Mendte. Every year, to control the bear population, the state of New Jersey has a controlled hunt. Now, Governor Murphy has never liked the bear hunt and made an announcement recently that this year's bear hunt will be the last. Phil Broadhecker is a member of the New Jersey Fish and Game Commission, and he told me that he hopes the governor reconsiders. The governor, I think, surprised everybody, and he was very proud when he said this will be the last bear hunt in New Jersey. How do you react to that?
Well, it's a little surprising. It kind of makes it difficult to manage a species that's out there and already existing. So we're going to see what happens and take it as time progresses.
Is there a way, if he wants to do this, does it just happen?
Well, the bear game code and the bear policy is something that expires at the end of this year, at the end of 2020. And the Fish and Game Council is in the process of working on updating it. They already do a lot of non-lethal methods and a lot of things that the governor is talking about. So as far as the Fish and Game Council and the Division of Fish and Game, we're trying to accommodate as many non-lethal methods and managing the bears to help all residents, to help all the citizens in the state. We have a rather large population in the state, so it's a tough thing to manage and still allow the proper carrying capacity that science allows for the amount of bears and this number of acres we're covering.
Well, at the same time the governor said this, Senator Vin Gopal, a Democratic senator, state senator in Monmouth County, announced that he was introducing legislation to stop all bear hunts. And he said, as he introduced the legislation, that the bear hunt in New Jersey is the cruelest in the country. How do you respond to that? Is that true?
Well, I don't know what he's basing cruelty based on or how he's comparing it to other states. A bear hunt is a harvest. It's done by a lot of hunters out in the woods. They're using proper methods for harvesting that are safe and effective. The Division of Fish and Game has good control over the number of bears harvested. They have a good idea of what types of bear are harvested. As far as the number that they tag, they do see a direct correlation to nuisance bears being reduced whenever we have a harvest. As opposed to the bears that are naturally habitating out there in the woods and doing their thing that they're supposed to be doing, we have less population of those reduced than the nuisance bear or the problem bears.
What do you foresee as life in New Jersey if the bear hunt goes away?
It's going to be the same as it is, just worse. Your bear problems are throughout the whole state. The bears are all over. They're predominantly in the north here. You get a lot of road kills, vehicle bear collisions. You get a lot of damage to people's residences, their sheds, their animals, dogs, cats, rabbits, chickens, livestock throughout the state. There's a lot of small farms that have a small handful of livestock in their backyards that are pretty well affected by the bears. And we do know that when livestock are killed by bears, just being nice to them and doing non-lethal methods is ineffective in controlling the problem.
Is there a danger to humans?
Well, yeah, the bears, the more interactions they have, the more socially accepted they get interacting with people, the higher susceptibility of human injury and human conflict with them. If people are trying to scare them away from their garbage cans, people are out in the woods hiking or camping and they have food, the less afraid the bears are of humans, which without a hunting season and without taking the nuisance bears and reducing their population, you get more of them that are accustomed to people, more of them are accustomed to the campers, the smell of the burgers cooking on the grill at the campsites, and they're just going to walk right up and help themselves. And if anyone gets in their way, they're going to become more aggressive.
You have a Democratic governor, you have a Democratic Senate, you have a Democratic Assembly, and the governor wants this to happen. That being the case in New Jersey, do you see any way of stopping this?
I just hope that they really look at the facts and that it's a resource that we need to manage throughout the whole state, as well as in the northern part here where it's the worst problem. Any resource needs to be managed. And by stopping a bear hunt, it doesn't properly manage a resource that we have. I hope the facts, the science, all the data the division has done, all the hard work they've done in managing the Bears and having counseling is evaluated, and they can make a decision based on science and facts and let a division whose job it is do their job to manage the resource and not make it a political issue.
Well, I really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for talking to us. Phil Broadhacker, Fish and Game Commissioner in New Jersey. When Jersey Matters comes right back, a new place to fight drug addiction during the pandemic. We'll take you there when Jersey Matters continues.